Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Hartung, and our theme this week is the seasons and the sky and saving energy. Now, boys and girls, before we start our lesson for today, let's sanitize. Now, remember, boys and girls, we need to sanitize our hands to make sure we keep them nice and clean. Now, let's see what today's lesson is all about. Today, we will learn, or we'll do a reading comprehension, we'll do number concept development and computation. Let's start this part of our lesson on page 17. Now here, boys and girls, we have a reading comprehension. Now it says there, we are talking about energy sources and uses. It says, we all need energy to live, work and play. And we use different sources of energy for different things. In the next part it says, energy from the sun. The main source of energy in the world is the sun. We call this energy solar energy. It travels to the earth in rays. The solar energy is used by humans, animals, and plants daily. Plants use it to produce their food and to grow. Animals use the energy of the sun to get warm and to stay healthy. They eat the plants that produce food using the sun's energy. Humans use the energy of the sun as light to see what we are doing and where we are going. We also use it to heat water, dry clothes, cook food, and to make electricity. Now, boys and girls, let's quickly look at the questions. Number 1, what do we call the energy from the sun? Number 2, who uses the energy from the sun? Number 3, how do humans use energy from the sun? And number 4, how does solar energy travel to Earth? Now everyone, if you go back to the reading comprehension, you will see on top, you have the first part again, energy sources and uses. Now let's quickly go through it one last time. We all need energy to live, work and play. We use different sources of energy for different things. Now let's look at energy from the sun. The main source of energy in the world is the sun, and we call this energy solar energy. It travels to the earth in rays. The solar energy is used by humans, animals, and plants daily. Plants use it to produce their food and to grow. Animals use the energy of the sun to get warm and to stay healthy. They eat the plants that produce food when the sun's energy, or using the sun's energy, Humans use the energy of the sun as light to see what we are doing and where we are going. We also use it to heat water, to dry clothes, to cook food, and to make electricity. Now let's quickly look at the questions one last time. Question 1. What do we call the energy from the sun? Number 2. Who uses energy from the sun? 3. How do humans use energy from the sun? And number 4. How does solar energy travel to Earth? Now, boys and girls, I want you to try and answer all these questions. Now remember, if you are not sure, you can always go back and read through the reading comprehension one more time. I'm going to leave you to it now, everyone. Have fun, and we'll see you after this ad break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Let's start this part of our lesson on page 18. Now here we are doing number concept development. Now in the first part there, we have to do doubling and halving. Now in the table there, you will see 3 columns. In the first column, there you have the number, and then in the second column, you must double the number, and in the third column, you must halve that same number. Now let's quickly look at the first example, number 10. Now number 10, if you double 10, that means that is 10 plus another 10, then you will have 20. Now remember, boys and girls, when we say double, it means you add the exact same amount. And then when we halve, it means we minus half of that number. And there you will see, when we double the number 10, we get 20. But if we halve the number 10, we get 5. Okay, now you will see the second number is the number 30. Now let's quickly see, I did the example on the board. Now let's see how we are going to double and halve the number 30. Now here we have the number, remember the number in the first column, second column double, third column half. Now we take the number 30, if we double 30 we get 60. Remember 30 plus 30 is equal to 60. And now if we take the number 30 and we halve it, that basically means we divide it by 2. So if we halve the number 30, we get the number 15. Now boys and girls, for the next part of the activity, let's quickly see what we have to do there. So let's go back to our booklets. It says, write these numbers in expanded form and then indicate if the number is an odd or an even number. Now once again, boys and girls, you will see the first example was done for you. Now the first number is the number 459. Now when we expand the number, we expand it where we take the number and we put down the hundreds and the tens and the units of that number. Now here you will see the number 459 in its expanded form is 400 plus 50 plus 9. So we add our hundreds, our tens and our units together. And then you have to decide, is 459 an odd number or an even number? Now in this case, it is an odd number. Now let's quickly do the next number together. Now this example I have on the board once again, and this number is 916. Now first remember, we have to expand hundreds, tens and units. Our hundreds is 900, our tens is 10, and our units is 6. And then we look at the number, and then you will see 916 is an even number. Now boys and girls, I want you to go back and have a good look at your examples one more time before you continue to finish the rest of the tables. Now before you do that, let's quickly go ahead and turn our booklets to page 19 to see what we have to do there. Now here we have to do computation. And there, if you look carefully, you will see you have addition, subtraction, and multiplication sums. Now, boys and girls, I'm going to do one of each with you. Now, let's quickly see on the board all the sums we have here, and then we will try and do it together. Now, the first sum is an addition sum, or we also say it is a plus sum. So the first number is 396 plus 218. So how do we do this, boys and girls? Remember, we start with our units, tens, and then move over to the hundreds. So here we say 6 plus 8. How much is 6 plus 8? It is 14. Now remember, once again, you write down your units and you carry over your tens. So now let's add up all the tens. We say 9 plus 1 is 10 plus another 1 is 11. So now we write the 1 which represents our tens, and then we carry the other one over here. So now we say 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 6 gives us, plus 2 gives us 6. So now you will see that 396 plus 218 is equal to 614. Remember, boys and girls, when you add up, once again, remember we start from our units and we work it back to our hundreds. Now let's quickly try a minus sum. This minus sum is 391 minus 154. Once again, everyone, we start with our units and we work our way back to our hundreds. Let's start with the first one, 1 minus 4. Now, can we minus 4 from 1? No, we can't, because 4 is bigger than 1. So what do we do now? We go to 9 and we borrow 1. So remember, when we borrow 1 from 9, we have 8 left over. So don't forget to write what you have left over. So now we say 11, 1 gives us 11 minus 4, and that equals to 7. And then we say 8 minus 5 is equal to 3, and 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. And there we have it, boys and girls. Our answer for this sum is 237. Now let's try the last one, a multiplication sum. Remember, once again, we start with our units and work our way back to the tens in this case. So we say 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So we write it in there. And then we say 5 times 3 in this case. And 5 times 3 is equal to 15. So there we have our answer. 52 times 3 is 156. Now everyone, I want you to go back to these examples and then you use the same method to complete all the other computation sums. Now boys and girls, I'm going to leave you to quickly finish all your sums. So I'll see you after this ad break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 10 different languages.
We came to the end of today's lesson, boys and girls. Now, before we go home today, we need to remember to sanitize. Now remember everyone, if we don't have any sanitizer, please make sure that you use water and soap to clean your hands. Now before we go home today, I have invited my friend Zoshi to come along and say goodbye with me. Now, I don't see Zoshi anywhere. Will you help me call Zoshi? Zoshi, oh, there you are. We were just looking for you. Now, will you help us say goodbye, or will you help me say goodbye to our friends today? Now, everyone, I hope you will have lots of fun finishing all your lessons. So from Zoshi and I, it's goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.